Hello. Surprise. Gosh, I'm back. I've got a whole new... You can't see it yet. I've got a whole new backdrop. Yo, thank you for the Prime sub, Vintage1. Thank you for the Bezos bucks. I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice saying it because it's been... I personally... M4 Drought, thank you for the Bezos bucks. I personally cannot believe that my last stream was my birthday stream in March. I could have sworn I streamed at least once since then. Anyway. Alright. You ready to see my new set? I put a lot of work into it. This is a $3 million set. This cost me a pretty penny. You'll see, you'll know exactly what I mean. Alright. Are you ready? Wow! Incredible.
200, it's MattKC. Welcome back, mate.
Excellent. I'm glad that still works. A lot of this stuff I have no idea if it still works. It's been over 4 months. New gaming set. That's what it is. Can't you tell? Yo, thank you Foxes Are the Best for gifting 2 subs to 2 people. My name is Justio, excuse moo. Excuse moo. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Looks so dark. It is dark. I don't actually have any lighting at the moment. I'm purely using the natural light from the window. So if you want to blame anyone, blame God. Yeah, so this is the new place, kind of. I'm currently swimming in a sea of my own belongings because I've just been moving stuff in for the last week. So I've had a bit of a hectic month, I won't lie. This started like just after I released the first part of the Lego Island decomp video. I started moving stuff out of my old apartment, but I was trying to get an apartment that was more affordable. That one was pretty pricey. And so I was trying to get a smaller place. I was thinking I was going to move to another city, and then I ended up not doing that. So for a couple weeks, I was like technically, not really, technically homeless in that I had no like permanent fixed address for about 2 to 3 weeks. I was just in and out of like Airbnbs and motels. I'm all good though, and finally, eventually, I found a spot that worked for me, and here we are. I think this is going to be really exciting because I got some plans for this place. Yes, the couch is gone. I'm sorry, no more sex. Sex is banned. We've outlawed it. We're all virgins now. The reason why is because it was as I've mentioned before, it was a free donation. So, and I really appreciate it. I really liked that couch. But you can tell it came from a house that was much bigger than anything I don't own. I only rent these places. So it was pretty much, as you probably saw from my setup tour, it was filling an entire wall of my apartment. And it just came to a point where it's like, you know, I'm sure I would really, really love this if I was in a bigger place, but for the next 50 years or so that I won't be able to afford a bigger place, I thought it kind of doesn't make sense to be dragging it around anymore. So got rid of that. I actually got rid of a lot of furniture. I got rid of my desk. I don't have a TV stand. You can't tell, but there's a TV on the floor. It's probably too dark for you to see. A TV on the floor. I'm getting a new TV stand because the last one I had was the cheapest shit I could possibly get off Amazon. It was like really cheap MDF wood It was held. The poles were plastic. It probably cost about $2 worth of materials and slave labor to build that. So I sold that just because I was like, I should probably get something a little nicer. And yeah, so I'm waiting for the new. Actually, so. And I bought a new desk. I bought a standing desk because I was kind of like, well, I should be a little bit more ergonomic with my setup. I think I need to, I'm getting old, becoming an old man, and I have to. I gotta take care of my body. I think so. I got a standing desk, and it was supposed to arrive 2 days ago. What is today? It's Monday here in my time zone. It's supposed to arrive on Saturday. And then it got delayed to Sunday. And then on Sunday, thank you for the Bezos Bucks Verbeer. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yesterday, they tried to deliver it at, and this is true, 5:56 in the morning. I don't know who's up at 5:56 in the morning, but they tried to deliver it, and I guess they couldn't get into the apartment building. So they called me at 5:56, and I didn't answer because it was 5:56, and so then they just gave up, and they called me later on in the day. They called me at 12, being like, so how do we get into this apartment building? And I was like, oh, this is how. And they were like, okay. And I said, well, when do you think you can drop that off? And they said, well, if we get a hold of them early enough, they might be able to deliver it in their shift, or they'll just deliver it tomorrow. They ended up delivering it tomorrow/today. It's there. You probably still can't see it. It's actually, you can sort of see it. There's that little rectangle. I only just got it now. So, yeah. That'll be a cool thing, hopefully. I've never had a standing desk before, but I'm looking forward to it. And I just I set up my computer on the smallest. If you saw on my Discord, I have a photo of the computer on the floor. Because I was waiting for the desk to arrive, and yesterday I was just like, I'm tired of sitting on the floor, so I put it on the small table that I have. It's not great. My speakers and my monitors cannot coexist on it. They don't quite fit, but otherwise, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to setting up my new desk. Anyway, sorry I haven't been reading any chat. I've been catching up on the last couple weeks of my life. How is the floor? Not great. I won't lie. I tried to get some work done, but like my back started hurting, so then I went and lay down. That was pretty much what the first couple days of having my computer on the floor was like. I would try to get some work done, lie down, kind of repeat that process for a few days. First MattKC stream in 9 months. It hasn't been that long. It's only been like 4 months.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, and a Happy New Year. It is actually, that's what everyone says. Like, it's like having Christmas in July. It's actually July. Well done. Congratulations. So yeah, and I'm really excited. So yeah, I'm gonna have set up a couch there, and I'm gonna set up my TV there. I'm gonna have like my collection actually like set up, I think, in like shelves, so that if a friend comes over, we can play some I don't know, Link the Faces of Evil or whatever, and then they'll never want to be my friends again, which is the whole point, by the way. And yeah, and I think it would be cool to have the kind of my entertainment set up next to my computer, because I can not only have my computer also plugged into the TV, so I can play like PC games on it, but I can also have like the signal going to the TV. I can duplicate it and have that going to a capture card. So it's really easy to capture stuff.
Yeah, you're alive again.
Thank you for the Bezos Bucks Luke the Roadman. Yes, I am. And I'm just amazed that Sam still works. Holy shit. Again, I've kind of resurrected all this stuff after not touching it. Yo, thank you for the... wow. Thank you for the Bezos Bucks. IOIXD. Yeah, I'm amazed all this still works. The bot does not work, as in the chat bot. If you type in !help, it will not work. No one will help you. You are alone. And so, but everything, the overlay works, and the audio works, the camera works, everything else is still good. Oh no. Steering contests, Jesus. Again, I remember I set this up, and I probably had a good idea, but I don't remember what it was. I think the only goal was, the only thing I can remember is that I would just stare at the camera. All right, so here we go. Let's do it. Let's get some steering music. All right. All right. We're gonna try and make this work. Why is there no? Why is this? Oh, it's muted. That's fine. How embarrassing. Damn it. All right. I got 20 seconds. Oops. Well, I've never been very good at that. I feel like once upon a time when I was a kid, I might have been good at that. But, yeah, 20 seconds. Actually, no, I didn't get 20 seconds. I got like 10 seconds because I'm going by how far I got into the song. So that starts at 9 seconds. So I got more like 11 seconds. Am I good at anything? I'm good at things, right? Anyway, I expected penis music. All right. Well, next time we'll do penis music. That's a better idea. Someone remind me. Next time there's a staring contest. We'll do penis music. What happened to my right arm? Oh, great question. So, moving is actually pretty difficult. Who would have thought? This, and I guess I've never considered myself someone who like bruises easily. I guess I probably don't bruise easily. It's probably just like stuff keeps happening. I keep hitting things with my legs, or my things keep falling on top of me. So when I was moving my bed in, some components of the bed are pretty heavy. And I had them like stacked up against the wall while I was closing. I had some stuff in a storage unit while I was like in between apartments. And so I was getting my bed out of the storage unit, and I had some pieces stacked up against the wall. I was closing the storage unit, and at that moment, some of this stuff just fell over onto me, and now I have 2 bruises on my arm. It's pretty sick. Girls love scars, right? Well, there aren't any scars, but hey, look, I'm like a war veteran now. Isn't that like sexy? Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe that. So, yeah, so that's why. That's what happened. I like the concept of playing copyrighted music during a steering contest on Twitch. You have to balance not losing the contest, not getting the VOD muted. I don't care if the VOD gets muted. The steering contest is more important. Why the name change? Okay, so I was starting to get a little bit tired, I'll be honest. So I've been using... Okay, I'm going to actually rewind. I'm going to tell a little bit of a story here. When I started this YouTube channel, in 2015/early 2016. That's kind of the process of beginning my new channel. I wanted to... This is not my first YouTube channel. This is like my 7th YouTube channel. And so when I made this one, I was kind of trying to take it a bit more seriously. And I knew that an important thing was getting a good brand, locking down a good brand. And I came up with a couple. There are still some remnants of earlier, much more embarrassing versions of my brand on my channel. And the reason why they're embarrassing is because I was trying to look for a name that wasn't taken on all platforms. Like, I was trying to come up with something unique so that so I could secure that username on all the various accounts that you need to make. And essentially, it ended up being the case that none of those names were any good, and it just made sense to go with the better name, which ended up being MattKC, even though it was taken on all channels. So usually the account name that I would fall back to is It's MattKC, because it is. But I started to get a little bit annoyed about this thing on Twitch where, like, I don't mind it so much on Twitter or on really on Instagram or just about any other channel, but I started to get a little tired of this thing on Twitch where because it's so much about like viewer-streamer interaction, if I was in someone else's channel and I said something or I subscribed or anything like that, they would always be like, "Thanks, It's MattKC. Thanks for the sub, It's MattKC." And I was just like, I'm getting a little tired of this name. So I'm experimenting with something new, which is to not have "it's" in my Twitch name. And yeah, so honestly, I probably won't keep it. I don't love the underscores either. It's nice to not have the "it's," but it is the underscores. I'm not sure I love those either. They're pretty ugly. However, one absolutely fantastic thing about, or like side effect of doing this, is that now all my emotes start with MattKC. That my emote prefix was now just MattKC, which is pretty cool. So this is like MattKC head now. It's not. It used to be It's Matt6 head, but now it's MattKC head. So yeah, cool. But yeah, I'm probably going to change it to something else later. As soon as I can. There's like a 2-month cooldown when you change your name, so I have to wait a little bit longer for my name to change again. But we'll see when I can do that. Thank you for the Bezos bucks, Mr. E001. Appreciate that. Now you can use MattKC head. Why does that sound dirty? Can you buy the handle from the original MattKC on Twitch? I actually have spoken to him, and we've talked about it before. What makes that a little bit difficult is that Twitch, like I said, has a cooldown. When you change your name, it takes 2 months before you can change your name again. There's also a cooldown where when someone else releases a name, they've stopped using it, no one else can use that username for 6 months. Now, I get the idea behind that. I think it's to prevent impersonation. Like, if someone changes their name, someone else could just swoop in and get it and be like, "I'm that guy." So I get the motivation behind it, but essentially, we were talking about this in February, and it would have meant that if I had paid him and he'd released the username, I would have had to wait. I still wouldn't have been able to get it now, because it still wouldn't be 6 months. It would only be 6 months next month, in August, and even then, there's no guarantee that I'm the one that would have gotten it. That someone else wouldn't get it, wouldn't figure out that it's now available and get it before I got it. I was thinking, maybe I'll set up like a bot or a script to just like keep trying to do it until they can do it. So there's a relatively high likelihood if I did something like that I would have gotten it, but it seems difficult. I'm not necessarily opposed, but it did seem difficult. And I thought to myself, well, the thing is that I'm relatively sure that Twitch like helps you out if you're a partner. They'll help you secure a username a little bit more than if you're not a partner. So my current plan is, if I get partner, we'll look into it. Unregistered Hypercam 2 and Fraps, if you notice. 2 excellent capture utilities. I don't think they ever got better than those two. Camtasia? What even is that? You could take the account. Yeah, I could, but I would lose all my stats. Yeah, I don't even know if that account is affiliate. I should. He might be. I shouldn't say that when I don't know. Thanks for the 69 bits. Foxes are the best. Thank you for the Bezos bucks. I tried. So yeah, that's kind of. I think I've caught up mostly the past couple of weeks. Yo, thank you for the Bezos bucks again, Cubic 82. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to having my my setup over here, and I could even like use my TV as like an extra background screen. I can put some memes on it or something maybe. Matt_KC. I don't know. I know what I'm gonna get. I know what I'm gonna change it to when I'm allowed to, but I can't tell you because then someone will take it. Yo, thanks for the bits. Marco the Poochie. Can we expect more regular streams? Yes! I'd love to do more streaming. So I don't have a lot planned for this stream. This is just kind of a I'm back / catch-up stream / just chatting. We might go over some like news. Like I might open up a browser and we'll follow down a rabbit hole of some kind. But I don't have any other plans. I don't have any. There's so much that I really want to do actually. So much hardware stuff because I've kind of made the decision that I'm going to do more. Rather than doing like repairs on YouTube, I think I'm gonna do those on stream instead, and I'll stick to when I do a YouTube video, I'll do like a bigger thing like the decomp and stuff like that. For the smaller stuff, for the smaller projects like a repair or a mod, I think I'm gonna do those on stream, and then we'll put that out as a edited down video on the MattKC Live YouTube channel. And so from that perspective, I have so much hardware that I've accumulated over the past couple of years that I've never gotten around to. You know, I own a Nintendo Switch. I never talk about it, but I bought a Switch over a year ago, and I've specifically bought one. I like looked at the model number. I like checked it all out before I bought it. I specifically bought one that can be modded, with the intention of modding it on stream or on the video. And I've never done it. I want to do that on stream. I also have I also picked up a broken PS4 at one point, and I was like, because it was cheap, and I was like, I want to fix this, but I haven't done that yet either. And I also I wanted to mod chip a Sega Saturn. I haven't done that, so I'm gonna do. My plan is to do a bunch of that sort of stuff on stream. More like Nintendo, bitch. Nintendo will take it down. Did they really? I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe it. I'm literally fixing my modded Switch SD card RN. Emunan got messed up because the console randomly crashed. Damn. Well, I soon I will know what all that means. I finished my school year with pretty good grades, and you were an integral part of me not sleeping on school days. You're welcome. Hell yeah. Have you got a legal letter from the Smart Heap devs yet? Oh, actually, no, I don't have a legal letter. I actually have spoken to the Smart Heap devs. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why I didn't mention this, probably because I was like outside when I got the emails and I forgot to mention it. I got an email back saying that they have no active licenses prior to version 10. So I'm fairly certain that would make it fairly what's the word I'm looking for? I'm fairly certain we can that confirms it's abandonware. I've actually moved since last time you streamed. Wow, what a coincidence. Me too. Yeah, so Smart Heap, they have their current version is version 11, and I emailed them asking them some kind of question, and they said Yeah, and they said they have no active licenses prior to version 10, and we're trying to use version 3. So I think that's probably safe. Any BillGates.sex updates? Wow, there hasn't been a lot of things that have happened. So yeah, the update with BillGates.sex is I spoke to an attorney. They said there's really nothing that violates any trademarks, especially now that I'm not even using the. I used to have the copyrighted like. I used to have Bill Gates holding the Xbox controller and the hamburger, which was probably a copyrighted image. Now I have. In fact, I can load this up. Now I have. Hold up. Yeah. Now I have his mugshot, which is public domain. So certainly not violating any copyrights. And I've spoken to an attorney who has said, basically, wait, why is there two of me? Okay, who said, yeah, okay, so who said basically there's nothing about this violates any trademarks. So I put it back up. So that's the update with BillGates.sex. Feel free to spread it around. I have legal advice saying that this is A-OK. So feel free to spread it around, load it up on your Dreamcast if you want to. Do whatever you want. Still exists. I mean, who cares though? It's just a URL. What else has happened? Something else happened. Oh! I don't know how this happened. So, do you remember? You guys obviously remember that I once had. I bought doingyour.mom because that's a real domain you can buy, and I was going to buy doing your mom without the G, but then that turned out to be really expensive, so I bought doing. Then. Really randomly, I was looking it up again, and suddenly it wasn't expensive. So now I have doing and doin your .mom. So I don't know how that happened. I haven't put anything on it. There's nothing. So if you go to it, there's nothing. It's just a parked page. But yeah, I have now doing and doin, which is evidence of my excellent financial decisions. So yeah, I will be streaming more, back to regularly scheduled programming, hopefully. Hoping to do a lot more regular stuff. I'm going to do more hardware, going to do more like playing obscure games on the Dreamcast. I'll at some point grease my chair so it stops squeaking. Of course it doesn't do it now that I'm trying to do it. This is a man who is searching for a cheap apartment. Yeah, to be fair, the apartment is a lot cheaper. It's like 33% cheaper than my last place. And the .mom thing is only... Actually, I don't know how much it was. I'm gonna look it up. How much was this a .mom domains? But no, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, it's... Fair criticism. Grease my hog. Well, I mean that too, but I can't do that on Twitch. That's for the Chatterbait stream I will do after I stream on Twitch. Trollface.zip. Are there actually .zip domains? Is that actually a TLD? No way. It actually does. And everyone thinks it's a bad idea because I guess if you type a file name into the, yeah, I guess you could abuse that. You could link to a file name, but that actually goes to an address or vice versa. I assume is the danger with that. You're finding out now? Yeah, I didn't know. How new is this? Oh, actually, this must be very new. Hang on. Yeah, because all of these results are from like. I need to find a new place to put the chat when I do stuff like this. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, all of these results are from 2023. Yeah, so is this brand spanking new? MattKC keygen no virus.zip. Yikes. Attachment.zip. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I see. All right. Well, I said we might be going down a rabbit hole. What's available on .zip? Can you do it with Namecheap, or do you need to use a different? Oh, nice. Not expensive either. It's kind of a waste of money though. Like, it makes more sense to buy kc.forum, though. Isn't this like thousands of dollars? Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's kind of a waste of money, unlike doing your .mom. Now that's a sound financial decision. To visit attachment.zip. No, I don't need to get rickrolled on stream again. It's already happened once. I think it's happened twice actually. I trained my savings to donate, but I'm broke as fuck, so I couldn't. Well, I apologize. Isn't everything you do for the internet a waste of money anyway? You know, probably. You know, that's some ironclad logic. Oh wow, MattKC.org is still available. And to think I had to spend money on MattKC.com, where I could have gotten MattKC.org for $7.50. Alright, what else can we get for .zip? Super Mario 64. You can't have... Can you have numbers? No, you can... Okay. 100% real no virus.zip. Too long? Is that too long? No, it's not too long. This is an in-joke with my friends that, like, the kind of... The kind of person who would download like super.mario.64.real.novirus.exe or something like that. That needs to be a TLD. We need an .exe TLD. That would be absolutely fantastic. I think there would be literally no downside to that. Zip. What's the point? What's the purpose of the... Oh, it's supposed to be like, we're so fast, up to speed, too slow, bro. Someone needs to get Sonic.zip. I assume someone already has it. Yeah. Where does it go? This website is for sale. Buy this domain. Oh, it's a cool $700 US. I can't really think of anything I'd do with that. Not for $700. So, oh, good idea. Super Mario 64 USA.zip. Epic. For only $15 a year, you could scam just about anyone under the age of like 14, I think. KFC.zip. Wait. Has Apple secured Apple.zip? Is that actually them? No. At least they haven't like done a redirect. Wild. Wild times. Lego Island.zip? Oh, that's not a bad idea. Can you imagine it just downloads like a copy of Lego Island? Holy shit. I could actually do it. Oh, legoisland.co.uk. Any British people want to maintain Lego Island? Too bad that URLs can't have space, so you can't register. I know, I was just thinking that. That's why I wanted like symbols. I wanted it to be like... Oh, yo, you gotta get .exe.zip, and then you can have so many subdomains. Oh, someone's already got it. What are they doing with exe.zip? Oh, interesting. They've even, it's actually a cautionary tale. They're actually trying to get rid of it. Interesting. Wow. I don't know if they're gonna get rid of it. So someone bought this specifically to protest against .zip. That's funny. Jesus. Okay, I hear them. Counterpoint, it's funny. It is pretty funny. Like, if they offered subdomains and you could be like, free Windows 11.exe. You know someone is gonna click on it. It doesn't have to look legit. Someone's gonna click on it. Oh, 7.zip is good. Can you actually have domains that are only one letter in length? As badly as I wanted to click the link, please stop. Look. 5 subs and I'll click on attachment.zip. 5 gifted subs. Oh, 7.zip. Is that actually... Does it actually go to it? That would be really... Oh, wow. Nice. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I have anything good for .zip. I can only think of trolls like exe.zip or by 7z.zip. You can have one letter names. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's cheaper than sonic.zip. I mean, okay, someone could get sonicthehedgehog.zip and .net for 20 grand, apparently. You could buy a car or sonicthehedgehog.net, right? Someone's gotta have it. Oh, I see. I see how it is. That was... I guess I asked for that one. Alright, here we go. Attachment.zip. Well, we're really not... It's already spoiled for me. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Thank you for the five gifted subs. Foxes are the best. I really appreciate that. Okay, here we go. I did ask for it. Quite literally. Quite literally, I did ask for it. Also, it's interesting that it ends at 7 seconds. It's like, we're not even going to bother. You know what's happened. You know what's happened to you. Not even going to bother playing the whole thing. 8-bit Rickroll is great. Is that somewhere here? Oh. What the hell? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Alright. Google must have secured google.zip, right? Is the free.sex domain taken? It must be. It's an English word. 2015. Look, I'm not gonna actually open it. Not on stream. I might do it off stream. Lord knows I need some. But yeah, that's not surprising. The price? Free AI? I feel like anyone paying $5 million for a domain is not offering any free AI. The money's got to come from somewhere, right? Raw.zip. Please tell me that's available. Aww. Who's got raw.zip? Make an offer. Aww. How much does he want? Somewhere between $69 and $1,000. I'm actually going to spend $1,000 on ra.zip. No. God, no. It just says click here to buy free. Oh, okay. It's just a park domain. Renews at $89. It's a bargain when you consider that it's only $5 million the first time. After that, no problem. No problem. Very affordable. Looking for Obama domains? I don't know what that is, but wow, Obama is a premium. I guess that makes sense. He was only the president of the United States. Huh. Trump.zip is somehow considerably more expensive than Obama.zip. I don't know what that means. I don't know what to conclude from that information. Maybe that here's my charitable interpretation is they're like, well, Trump is rich. That's his whole brand. Ergo, he can afford it. There's like no limit to what you like. There's so much stuff you could shove into this URL. Like it. See, so okay, someone has to get the .zip, and then someone else gets the .security for like to counteract it. So when you're like, ah, shit, I got a virus. So you just go to the .security, and then that'll be the antivirus for it, obviously. Java.util.property should be the real domain, and I found out. Wait. Only 350? Nice. The problem is it's such a wordy TLD. Actually, it's only one word, so I guess it's such a lettery domain. I don't know about. I feel like at a certain point, the nice part about a TLD should be that it's easy to type in. It shouldn't be just like MattKC.free Super Mario 64. Like at a certain point, the domain it just gets a little bit too long. Target gift cards. .zip. Man, I love it. I love a new TLD. There's so many opportunities. People at ICANN are on crack now. They kind of are. I could even pretend to be Target. No joke. Oh, I could also get Target.online. You could actually pretend to be Target with Target.online. Do you think Target.store actually goes to... Yeah, it does. But Target.online, okay. Jesus. Amazon gift.cards. No, here's what you do. When a tech support scammer calls you up and they're like, I want some gift cards, you send them over to freetargetgift.cards and then, I don't know, put something on it. .mov exists. That's pretty cool. I don't know .movie exists. It's definitely less exploitable, .mov versus like .zip or .movie. But, is that actually one? Is there actually? No, there isn't. I do know there's a .sucks. Part of me really wants to get MattKC .sucks. It's just a bit expensive. Oh, well. Bezos.zip is cheap. I don't know, man. Walt. I don't know, man. You've been seeming sus lately. Wait. Free copy of Among Us? Amongus.zip? If this was 2020, that would be a great deal. That would be amazing. Put a video of that one guy saying, "Why did you redeem?" Yeah, I mean, you could. You really could. I don't know. I feel like I got too many domains. Unless something really jumps out at me as like, that's really clever. I don't know. I am trying to save on money a little bit. Though, the thing is that domains aren't actually that expensive. When you get down to it, like, usually, most domains are, like, these are only $15 a year. That's only about a dollar something a month. So it's not exactly breaking the bank. You spend more money on, like, food and shit. Outside of the handful of, like, $5 million domains, they're not super expensive. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, I don't know. Do we really need a Super Mario 64 100% real no virus crack.zip? I don't know. I think realfacts.education. Is that an actual website? They're expensive for a joke. That's true, yeah. Outside of the BillGates.sex, I think is a pretty funny joke, and doingyou.mom is a pretty funny joke, but yeah, outside of like at a certain point, it's kind of like you could buy an infinite amount of domains, and they could all be funny jokes. But what are you gonna do with all of them, right? Boltonsk. Jesus. Go to realfacts.education. All right. I actually did open it up off stream, so I know it's all right. Flat is fact. Do vaccines control you? Some COVID vaccines contain exotic technology that, once injected into the body, activates a self-assembly process to build a biocircuitry interface using elements from the victim's own blood. Well, it's on the internet. It must be true. Trollface.zip. Oh, is there no SSL? Well, I think outside of just having a troll face on it, no SSL. Yeah, fair enough. You could try to make a game with troll faces, and then it's kind of like you get trolled, but it's also kind of fun. People keep coming back. Oh, trollface.mov. Fair enough. All right. The Moderna company openly describes their vaccine injections as installing an operating system, which by definition means a platform to receive additional commands or instructions for execution. How are those commands received? From external electromagnetic waves? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be pretty cool if I was running like Linux or FreeBSD. Yo, thanks for the Bezos bucks.
Fog.
Hell yeah. Thanks Ashton is drowning. Appreciate that. Thanks. Foxes are the best. 10. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that. Best video ever. All right. Are we getting rickrolled again?
Here we go.
True. Based. It's about time. Wait, is there actually a .land TLD? Hang on, we have to go check that out. I always appreciate a good DK wrap though. DK app. Wow, you actually can get Lego is.land. I don't know. I've already got LegoIsland.org. I feel like that's better. So someone else can get that one. Nice. This is a great use of the .education TLD though. Like, if anything should be on .education, it should be massive amounts of misinformation. Absolutely. Penis.land. That's gotta be one. Someone's got that. That used to be like the joke all the time. It was like Pen 15 land, and then Pen Island. Yeah. That was the one. Someone's gotta do shit like that already. Sex.education. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, there's so many jokes you could make. There's an infinite amount of jokes you could make. At a certain point, it's just like, I could have all these domains, or I could just not. That's why edu is reserved. So edu is reserved, but .education isn't. Isn't that kind of a loophole? Penis land is available for $5,000. What a fantastic use of $5,000. You know, some apartments, that might be your, what do they call it? Deposit? Security deposit? Or penis.land. Great use of your time. .wiki? Oh, we do have a wiki. Like technically, LegoIsland.org is a wiki. It might make sense. It could make sense to be like have like a .wiki domain for it. But again, when you've got the .org, I feel like you don't need it. You don't need the .wiki. That wiki is so outdated now. I feel like, you know, if you go to recent changes, I did make some changes recently. No changes in the last 70 days. Hang on, what about 30 days? Well, no changes in the last 30 days. I feel like, I remember I looked up, I made some changes like a month ago when I was doing the ILD comp, and then I looked and I realized that nothing on this website had been updated since like 2020 or 2019 maybe. Yeah, it's been so heavily neglected, but at a certain point now, when we're doing a decomp, it's kind of like, well, when that finishes, the code base will kind of be the documentation. I mean, not that more human readable documentation isn't valuable, but it's kind of like that can be downstream from the decomp rather than trying to like figure stuff out, reverse engineer stuff to publish stuff on the wiki and then also decompiling. It's kind of at a certain point it all becomes the same thing. LegoIsland.wiki is $2 a year. That's kind of cool. I guess their hypothesis is that, oh, it's not actually a year though. Maybe it is. Right, because it will say renews at. Okay, so $3 a year. It's actually $3 a year, but it's not bad. I just feel like it's kind of like how I feel with a lot of the stuff. Once you have like the .com, none of these extra TLDs are better than .com or .org or .net. Those are still like the cream of the crop as far as most people are concerned. Like, so once you have MattKC.com, I feel like you don't really need to invest in MattKC.forum or .wiki or anything like that. So once you have like LegoIsland.org, I feel like you don't need .wiki. It doesn't really make sense. Not the picture of a fish on the bird article. Hang on. Oh, right. I completely wasn't paying any attention at all. I was like, holy shit. I was like, in the article. No, this is a bird. No. My bad. My bad. Electricity isn't real. I've been saying this for years. Australia isn't real. People are like, why'd you move to America? I didn't. I've always been here. What's up with your accent? I don't know. It's just a speech impediment. Um, Drugs give you are the good for you. Couldn't have said it better myself. Why isn't there an article for these, though? There should be an article. Animals. All right, what's going on? Animals, as we know them, might not be real. There is a theory that claims that animals are actually sophisticated robots created by an advanced civilization millions of years ago. According to this theory, the animals we see today are just the latest models in a long line of highly advanced robots that have been developed and refined over the ages. I mean, it makes sense. Also, aren't. That checks out. I feel like this all tracks. If no one owns the Lego Island license, could you technically get it? No. I mean, Lego is still a registered trademark. Lego Island probably as a trademark or as a copyright probably belongs to them because they've continued to be able to make Lego Island games. The code allegedly, so this is what I've heard. The code, Lego never got a copy of it. So in theory, the code ownership might still belong to Mindscape, or might have still belonged to Mindscape. However, Mindscape, of course, dissolved. They got bought by a bunch of companies. And it's unclear who owns that now. Someone could probably track it down, but it's not clear. So Mindscape, they moved to France and then dissolved in France. And I remember I looked up, like, what happens to company assets, France dissolved. Where do company dissolved, where do assets go? So it might have been distributed among shareholders. I remember reading something that said that like it might end up even going to the French government. I have no idea if that's true. I don't know any of all this stuff. Like is so outside my knowledge. And I know there's someone. I remember reading somewhere someone theorized that the rights may belong to EA Dice now. I don't know exactly how or why. Maybe they were a shareholder in this French incarnation of Mindscape. I don't know. Basically, if let's assume, if we assume that there is actually still a copy of the code out there, like it's not just lost media, and we assume that someone has the rights, perhaps unknowingly, then you might be able to get the rights to the code base. However, you probably wouldn't be able to re-release it because, like I said, Lego still owns their trademark and the Lego Island trademark. So you probably can't release it as Lego Island. You might be able to like change it up a bit, change your homework up a bit so that it's something else, it's something non-Lego related. Yeah, it starts to get very legally like gray at that point. What happened to the company? It was dissolved. If you look up Mindscape, hang on. But the problem is, this might not have even been necessarily the same company. So they started in Illinois, they were purchased by Software Toolworks. They were moved to Novato, California. Then Toolworks was acquired by Pearson, which is a British company. Then they sold Mindscape to the Learning Company, and then it was bought up by a French businessman, and they moved the headquarters to France, and then they dissolved in France. But who knows, like, in all that shuffling around, who knows if they held on to, like, the Lego Island source code, or if someone else, if they held on to all their trademarks, or it's such a, they went through such a bizarre like process that I feel like you could track this stuff down, but it would be so hard to do so. Please fix Bill Gates.sex. It's fixed. See? Oh, you've already, someone already said it. Like Doom code was open source, but you still need to have, yeah, and you could do that with Lego Island. Like that's kind of probably what we'll do, is that we'll release the decomp, but you'll still need the original game because you'll still need all of the assets, all the SI files and all that. But yeah, I don't. Who knows? Who knows where this stuff is? It's the prevailing theory amongst everyone I've talked to is that the code is probably lost. Like Mindscape probably just discarded everything during one of these acquisitions or moves. They just probably got rid of everything. Like after they became a French company, they barely even released any games, right? So yeah, probably. Hang on, I saw a message earlier. Isn't that a big part of the issues of re-releasing a bunch of old games? No one is sure who really owns them, so no one wants to risk the lawsuits. I think it is, yeah. This is not the only... yeah, a lot of this rights stuff can get pretty crazy. I know that's a reason why Sonic 3, like Sega keeps re-releasing Sonic 1 and 2 and like a lot of the other ones, but they're having trouble with Sonic 3 because the music might not belong to them. I'm sure you've heard of the theory, or it's this pretty much confirmed theory that Michael Jackson contributed some of the music. Well, there's a theory that his estate might still own some of it, I think, or maybe people that he worked with. I don't exactly know the story, but there's a theory that essentially the music that he or people like him contributed to the game might not belong to Sega, or they might not have the rights to redistribute it. The Jetsons own the Ice Cap song. That's, yeah, maybe. I don't know if they own it. I know about that. The fact that the Jetsons isn't unless you know that for a fact, unless that's known. No longer a theory. Yeah, I know it was a theory until recently. It was like semi-confirmed by I think Eugene Arca on Twitter. Hang on, let me bring that up. So it was kind of a popular theory for a long time, and then only in 2022 he was like, yeah, oh my god, the music for Sonic 3 has changed, even though Sega Official uses Michael Jackson's music. So he's kind of confirmed through this tweet that it's like, yeah, that's his music, and that's why they had so much trouble re-releasing it for so long. Several MJ people worked on Sonic 3. Yeah. So there's actually another theory that Michael Jackson himself may not have necessarily worked on Sonic. He may have just been like the session musicians that worked with him. Like he worked with them, but it may have actually been the people working for him who actually composed the music. For example, you can hear a lot of crossover. So. Now suggesting Rickrolls, thanks guys. So Sonic 3 end credits music sounds like this. And this is basically Strangers in Moscow by Michael Jackson. Okay. And then the Ice Cap Zone theme, as people pointed out, sounds like this. And as it turns out, this was a song by a little-known band called the Jetsons from the 80s. Because the Jetsons, this is how this worked. So the Jetsons had a member called Brad Buxer, who also was a keyboardist and composer for Michael Jackson. So it probably ended up in Sonic 3 because of Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson didn't write it. It was Brad Buxer for the Jetsons, which was a band he was in the 80s. So yeah, and I guess, so when it comes to music, I know that frequently, as some people have pointed out, I think, a famous example of this is Tommy Tallarico. He retained the rights to certain music and sound effects that he contributed to games. So he made them for the game, and the game was licensed to use them, but he owned the sounds. The game didn't, or the game company didn't own the sounds. And so that's probably, that kind of license is probably what happened here. That actually, I guess it makes a lot of sense. Michael Jackson probably did retain the rights to these songs. That's why he was able to like reuse that melody for Strangers in Moscow. So yeah, essentially, yeah, that makes sense. That the music that was contributed to Sonic 3, they made it for Sonic, and Sega was licensed to use it, but they did not own it. They did not receive ownership rights. Brad Foxer. That's the real moral of the story. Is Brad Foxer. Anyway, he does own it, but he didn't make it. Yeah. That I know what you mean. I've seen the H Bomber Guy video. When I say him, I mean his company. The Tommy Tallarico Studios created these sound effects and songs and contributed, but they retained ownership. It wasn't him. It wasn't him specifically. You should install Custom Tube if you want the old YouTube layout. That's kind of cool. I don't really care though. It does suck whenever YouTube updates their layout, but I eventually get used to it. I really like the original Sonic 3 proto tracks. I just wish Orange didn't butcher them so much. I don't know about that actually. I haven't played the Sonic Origins. Is that the... Oh, isn't that the new... Oh, no. That's a compilation. What's the new Sonic game? There's a new Sonic game they announced, didn't they? New Sonic game. Superstars, right. What's going on with Superstars? So this is a new 2D game, right? Where's your chair? Like I said, I will de-squeak it eventually. What's funny is I can never do it on command. It only happens... Oh, there it is. I will grease it at some point. I have to get some like lithium grease or something, I'm sure. Yeah, so it's a new 2D game. But it's in 3D, so it's like 2.5D. When I first saw this, I like wasn't sure. I thought it was like a I was wondering if they were doing like a, I think it's because of the name Superstars. I thought they were doing like a Super Mario All-Stars sort of thing where, you know, it's the same game as the original, the same game, but they've just like updated the graphics. But I guess if I'd read this, I probably would have figured it out. I think I was just like skimming through it. It's cool though. I mean, I'm down. You know, I said this in my Sonic Heroes video, that like, so many Sonic games are so mediocre, but somehow I'm always excited for a new one. I'm always at least interested, right? Someone's gonna think you're boinking in there. Oh, yeah, Mario Wonder. Hang on, I'll watch that. I don't even know if I've seen the trailer for that. I'll watch that after this. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down. I think it looks cool. I don't know if I should, but I like 3D Sonic like styling. I know this is like classic Sonic, but in 3D. But I've always kind of liked Sonic styling in 3D. So yeah, I'm keen. I'm into it. Fall 2023, so that's within the next couple months. Yeah, maybe I'll play it on stream. If it's on PC at least. What's it coming on? Here. Steam, okay, cool. Or is it going to be, oh, is that the Steam Deck and it's also going to be on Epic, it's only going to be on PC on Epic Games again? No, I think at this point, I think they've stopped doing that because they finally got Sonic Colors out on Steam. First time catching a stream from you. Well, welcome in. We're currently just kind of hanging out, just catching up. I don't have a lot planned for this stream just because I've just started moving into my new place, and I haven't got like a lot of my stuff set up. I've just got enough to stream essentially. But yeah, welcome in. Super Mario Wonder. Okay, take a look at that next. I don't think that. I assume they're not doing that like Epic Games exclusivity anymore. Not if they've got Steam on here. Like they can't have it on Steam and have it Epic Games exclusive unless somehow they've got some contract where it's like on Steam but only for the Steam Deck. But I feel like at that point, once it's on Steam in any way, no, I feel like that can't be it. All right, well, let's look up Mario. I don't actually think I've seen this trailer yet. Mario Wonder. 6:21. I might have been busy moving when this aired. All right, let's take a look.
Onward and upward.
Why is so little? Okay, so it's like it's a 2D game. Another 2D 3D game. Kind of like New Super Mario Brothers, but I guess not. Look at those round. Interesting. So, the obvious question for me is just what separates this from a New Super Mario Brothers game, apart from the very round hippos? Ooh, okay. Maybe this is this is what separates it. Interesting. Okay. Huh. This is like, I feel like this is a Mario game if Mario could lucid dream. If he could just be like, and I want that building to be destroyed, and then it just happened. Wild. Okay. Okay, cool. Interesting. I'm interested. Oh, okay. So it's Super Mario Brothers Wonder. It's just not new. It's like regular Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Whoa! That's true. Based. My girl Daisy is strong. Alright, cool. When's this coming out? I'm interested. I'm interested enough to give it a go. It seems like I do have some questions, like what the hell is that like purple stuff they keep collecting? But you know, it's fine. I'll figure it out. I'm sure. Nice. All right. Yeah, I'm down. When I when I resurrect my Switch, I'll give it a go. Alright, I see. Fair enough. Mario on LSD? I guess that makes sense. LSD or lucid dreaming or what have you. They made the old Murray does drugs joke from Newgrounds into a real thing. You know, that reminds me of something. Hang on, I'll get to that later. I'm going to read some more chat first. Fat Yoshi. That's true. Someone needs to... This. I want to play as this. This and Daisy. That's my dream duo. Stinky American date format, you know? True. I've gotten used to it because I've lived in America for 2 and a bit years. Just over 2 years. So I had to get used to it, but awful. Terrible. How do you guys live with this shit? I'm in the correct stream for the Lego Island guy. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Doesn't have much to do with Lego Island right now. That's another thing though I'd like to do, is I'd like to do some a little bit of decomp on stream. Like just do a little bit of reverse engineering every now and then. What should I add to realfacts.education now? Oh, is that your site? I had no idea. All right, let me think. What's a good thing? What's some misinformation we can spread? Me when I spread misinformation. I actually know that's this one. All right, let's put on our thinking caps. Climate change is fake. I think that might already be on there. Trying to think. You could, how about X.com is the first of many steps for Elon Musk to create his own porn site starring only himself. That's what I got so far. That's the best I've got. Gotta go. Thanks for stopping by, Magical Fee. I will enjoy my memes and especially my creams. Obama's last name. That's a good meme. I like Obama's last name. More shovelware? Yes! I'm absolutely going to play more shovelware, more obscure Dreamcast games. I don't have any consoles set up at the moment, but yes, I'll do that. I should make like a schedule, right? I know I've been like jumping around a lot, but like, hang on. Let me open up a... Where's my obs? Here we go. I also miss having 3 monitors. I have 2 monitors for streaming. I have 2 monitors, which is good. It's perfectly fine for most things, but for streaming, you have to like keep an eye on so much stuff that streaming's like the one time where 3 monitors is like kind of desirable or really desirable. Did you know global internet filters blocked X.com because they think it's a porn site? I mean, it sounds like one though, doesn't it? Why wouldn't it be one? Okay. I kind of want to figure out a schedule. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do that off stream. Actually, I kind of want to figure out a schedule. Like, what am I actually gonna do? Also, I just realized. Look at my Chrome suggestions. BillGates.sonic.zip, doingyou.mom, realfacts.education. A real solid lineup of websites we got here. GayMrBeast.com, which I put on there. Well, obviously, Mr. Beast doing some gay shit. It's in the name. Obsidian or something? No, because I kind of want to work out how am I going to, like, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some streams where I play games. I'm gonna do some streams where I do some reverse engineering. Some streams where I do hardware. And I kind of want to figure out like. I kind of want to work out a schedule so that people can know what I'm going to be doing, right? I have 2 YouTube bookmarks. One of them's attachment.zip. It's because it redirects to the Rickroll. Pimp My Ride video games. Oh, those are really good, aren't they? Those aren't bargain bin at all. Oh yeah, it actually is true. One of them is a homepage and one of them is a Rickroll. Yeah. Which one? Who knows? All right. And yeah, I'll probably finish up in a bit just because I gotta get some lunch. And I wanted to catch up and hang out, but yeah, next stream, hopefully in a couple days, I'll have some more content for everyone. Lego Island casual gameplay, Jesus. I don't know how, I know I streamed Lego Island in 2017. That might be the last casual playthrough of Lego Island I've ever had. What tools do I use for reverse engineering? If you check out part 1 of the Lego Island decomp video, I cover pretty much everything. Okay. And yeah. Yeah, I think I'll work on a schedule. Next time I'll have some real content planned. And yeah, and I think I'll finish up soon. Where's part 2? I actually am writing part 2. I'm working on it. Let's think. Yeah, I'm working on it. It will be the next video, hopefully soon. Don't know when. Content? YouTube? Have we even deserved this? Wow. Content on my YouTube channel? It's more likely than you think. Will part 2 include the hunt for DirectX media? No, it's going to be about like the SI files. It'll probably mention that, you know, how the decomp is going. It'll probably talk about like how he found Smart Heap and shit like that though. Lego Island speedrun. No, actually, one of my friends was doing a Lego Island speedrun. I've encouraged him to try and like actually get world record, but the difficulty with Lego Island as a speedrun game is there is a fair bit of RNG. There's a specific point where you the brickster starts dropping bricks off, dropping bricks of shit, and the exact path that he goes is completely RNG. So whether you can grab, like whether it's going to be easy to grab the bricks or not is basically like you get 6 or 7 minutes into your run, you start picking up the bricks, and whether it's going to be a quick pickup or a slow pickup is basically completely up to chance. So yeah, he kind of got sick of it for that reason. That he was just annoyed that he could do everything perfectly, and the whole run could be killed by accidentally, or by the RNG, him accidentally going in a difficult path. So, and I totally get that. Also, he found that there's actually a run button in Lego Island. It's not documented anywhere, not even in the manual. But if you hold down Control while you're moving, you move slightly faster, which the current world record does not do. So at that point, it also kind of became a like the world record became free. So not only would he could absolutely get it, but it wouldn't necessarily be fair, or it wouldn't be a real achievement. It would just be, I discovered there was a run button. And also, to actually become competitive, or to get a competitive run, it essentially all comes down to whether you get a decent RNG on the Brickster or not. So, yeah. I've seen somebody get the world record for iCarly Wii. This won't stop us. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. Just that's why he gave up on it. I encouraged him to like try and do it again though, because honestly, it would just be cool to say you had the world record, or it would be cool for me to be like, I know someone who has the world record, and obviously that's important for me. No, I'm just kidding. It's my mic. It's an NT1A. I actually have considered swapping it for either an SM7B or a what's the Electro Voice RE20, but I don't need to. Those are expensive. I mean, they're not actually super expensive. They're like under $1,000, but This one, my mic, my voice sounds pretty good in this mic, so I don't really need to. Sort of, yeah! We all need to become Lego Island racists together, by which I mean we need to get the world record run in a speed run. Speedrunners initially didn't realize you could run in the 2D. Is that another situation like that? Yeah, I think currently, hang on, let me bring this up actually. So the current world record is 7 years old, so it's not recent. Someone did make an attempt 2 years ago, but they haven't dethroned the world record run. And the world record run, from memory, it's not even necessarily a perfect run. Like, there's a lot of things you could optimize, but yeah, it just comes down to, like, you can lose minutes at that RNG bit at the end, or not at the end, in the middle. And yeah, but you could easily beat the world record just by holding control at the same time. So it's theoretically a free world record, but it's not really a good world record because unless you get like the good RNG essentially. What do you know about ripping assets from a Unity 4.2 game? Asset Ripper didn't work. If Asset Ripper didn't work, I don't really know. I don't know outside of like UTiny. I don't know, Asset Ripper is a fork of UTiny, so if that didn't work and UTiny didn't work, I'm not really sure. Get it, Matt? I could. Maybe that could be a stream one day. Try to get the world record. Who's moderating the leaderboards? Well, there are still recent runs. Someone ran as recently as 3 months ago. Moderator is this guy, Chimkin Nugget. I found some old ass program that can do it. Hell yeah, well done. How expensive would a copy of Lego Island be? It's not expensive. It's not a super rare or popular game, honestly. Let's find out. eBay.com. PC. Well, if you want, you can get a loose disc for under $15. Jesus, that's a bit much. Yeah, no, you can get it in the case for like under 15, so it's not expensive. It's just, like I said, it's just not a very high, it's not a very rare game, it's not a very high demand game. So $8, less than $8 you can get it loose disc. Less than, yeah, nah, not expensive. Not expensive at all. NASA admitting video. All right, this will be the last thing. Then I'll get off and get off. I'll go and I'm gonna get some food. Next time, we'll catch up and we'll have some fun shit to do. According to the globe model, which I point out to you is just a model, the Earth pulls things down and causes them to accelerate at 9.8 meters per second squared. The Earth also rotates, but we know that rotating objects will push things outward due to centrifugal force. Hang on. I need to... Here we go. Get one of these in here. For example, if you were to take a... Oh, that's perfect. Picture in picture. Oh, it doesn't animate. For example, if you were to take a basketball, put water on it, then spin it, the water will move downwards. This is the same force you feel when a car moves in a circle. So if the Earth is spinning, it should exert a force that causes things to accelerate outwards. Now here's a question. Do you feel the Earth spinning right now? Unless you've spun around yourself, you don't. Since you don't feel the Earth rotating, that means it cannot be rotating. A common counter-argument is that you can only feel motion if you accelerate. The problem with that counter-argument is that it neglects that a rotation is an acceleration, an inwards acceleration. So clearly, something isn't adding up here. Not only that, you can do the math to prove that under the spinning model, objects cannot fall at 9.8 meters per second squared. To calculate the centrifugal force, we use equations. The force of gravity is another equation, so the net force would be... This means the outward centrifugal acceleration of objects is 0.033 meters per second squared. The downward acceleration of... I mean, the logic is ironclad, I have to say. Solid. NASA admitting... Oh, here we go. Alright. I mean, they said it. They really said it. Really makes you think. Alright. Alright. I'll see you guys in a couple days. I know this was a short stream, but like I said, I just wanted to catch up. Everyone know I'm still alive. I still exist. I'm back. We will stream soon. This will be a little bit more set up next time you see it, I'm sure. And thanks to everyone for subbing and joining and all that good shit. Yo, Speedy Soda, thanks for the Bezos bucks. I really appreciate that. I guess I should see if I know anyone who's whomst is live. Oh yeah, I'll go. Actually, no, never mind. I will. I'll just finish up there. Thanks guys for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Yes, I have to work on. I have to look at the Lego Island pull request. I can do that now that I have some more time and I have a proper place. All right, see you guys.